Okay, so the verdict is in. They found Chauvin guilty on all charges: the murder, the manslaughter, and I'm trying to process, as I watched him put his hands behind his back and walk off into custody, knowing that this is his first day of hell for the next, 25, 35 years, 40 years, however many years he ends up getting. I feel a sense of vindication, not for myself, obviously, because even though I'm not involved in the situation as a black man, I feel like, okay, we got one, we got one. And it makes me feel hopeful that, because a lot of times I don't feel that hopeful. As a black man, as a father of black children, I don't feel that hopeful a lot of times when it comes to this country. I feel fear a lot, not so much for myself, but for my 31-year-old black son, for my 17-year-old black son, for my 37, 38-year-old black nephew, for my 22-year-old black nephew, for my 12-year-old black nephew. I feel hope. I feel a lot of concern for them, because they're out here. They're out here in these streets in terms of just doing regular stuff, man. Driving back and forth to work, driving back and forth to the store, going to the gym, going to the rec center to play basketball, driving to a girlfriend's house, driving to hang out with a homeboy, going to the mall to get a haircut at the barbershop, all of that. And being a black man in America, the constant fear and the constant worry and the constant apprehension and the constant nervousness that you feel for the people you care about. Like I said, I'm not, for some reason, I don't worry about myself. I worry about them, because my 17-year-old son just started driving really seriously over this past 6 or 7 months, 7 or 8 months. And he drives to work every day, about 15 minutes from the house. And I make him call when he, like, if I'm not at home, I make him text me when he leaves, and he got to text me when he get there. He got to call me when he leaves work, and he got to call me when he gets home, because I need to know that he made it. Today I feel a little bit, I don't know why I'm feeling emotional, but I am watching this verdict, because what it says is that, aside from the organization and the politics behind the words, black lives in this case matter, and a black life mattered. A black life. And people can say what they want to say about George Floyd. He wasn't Barack Obama. He wasn't an intellectual scholar, a Harvard graduate. He wasn't a powerful leader in the country. He wasn't George Floyd was important to the people who loved him. He had his issues, apparently. And but when it comes to a cop having the ability and the feeling like he has the right to just abuse and take the life of this individual, who somebody may not look at as, I'm pretty sure if he had been, the pastor of a mega church or a city councilman or a state congressman, then yeah, it probably would. The situation probably would have been handled differently. But nah, George Floyd was just a dude. He was a dude. He was in the streets. He was who he was. But he was a father. He was a cousin. He was a nephew. He was a brother. He was a son. He was all of them things, and he was very important to the people who loved him. And you know, this verdict today doesn't give his kids their father back. Doesn't give his brother back. Doesn't give anybody who loved him this person back. But what it gives me as a black man, what it gives me is just this much hope. Just this much hope that the white cop that pulls over my son, one of my sons, or the white cop that pulls over somebody I care about, thinks about that image of Derrick Chauvin walking away with his hands behind his back, preparing to spend the next 30, 40, 50 years in prison. And maybe that cop will think twice about how he's going to treat my son, how he's going to treat my nephew, how he's going to treat my other son, how he's going to treat the next black man that he pulls over. Yeah, man, so we got one today. I don't know how it's going to all shake out when it comes to appeals and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how it's all shake out, but for right now, it's a W. I'm going to take it. We going to take it, and we going to run with it. And, man, like I said, it gives me that much hope, that much. We got one today. All right, that's it. Well, we got one. We got Derrick Chauvin, cop in Minneapolis. Yeah. No longer a cop, now you're a prisoner. Now you're an inmate. Now you're in your first day of hell. And as a black man in America that has black sons and black daughters, black nephews, black nieces, I feel like this is a win. It's a win. It's like in the big scheme of things, this is like getting a first down in the course of a football game. It's a first down. It's not. I don't even consider it a touchdown. It's a first down, which means that we made a little bit of progress to our goal. Our goal is to win the overall game. This is a first down, meaning we gained some ground. We moved the ball. We moved the markers. Because the world and America has seen that in this case, at this time, a white cop is not going to be allowed to get away with brazenly, shamelessly, with malice aforethought, and with much just disrespectful arrogance. A white cop will not be able to just put his knee on the neck of a black man and hold it there with all his body weight for almost 10 minutes until he dies. With people watching, with people filming, with people videoing, with his hands in his pockets, with his glasses on his head, with a smug, arrogant look on his face of, yeah, I'm doing this. What? Well, Chauvin, now you know what. What is, your ass is guilty on all charges. Stand up, put your hands behind your back, put on them cuffs, and walk your ass into custody. And you have enjoyed your last day of daylight for a long time, brother. And I think that the verdict says something to white America. The part of it that saw that and didn't see anything wrong, I think it says something to blue America, to let the police know that you need to think twice before or you need to think twice the next time you pull over or walk into a situation where you have a black citizen in your care that you either need to arrest or investigate or let go or whatever. But what you ain't gonna do is put your fucking knee on somebody's neck. I don't give a damn if they talking about, oh, it was on his shoulder. You're not gonna do is put your knee on somebody's neck and hold them on the ground for 10 minutes until they die because you choked them out. That's what you ain't gonna do. Because you're gonna think about Derrick Chauvin standing up in that courtroom, getting all them guilty charges, putting his hands behind his back and walking his ass into hell. You're gonna think about that, Mr. White Cop. You need to, because you could be the next one to go. Now, I'm hoping that we don't have that situation. I'm hoping that another black man doesn't have to go through that in order for us to get this type of justice. But understand, we got a first down. I'm not jumping for joy. Am I happy that the verdict turned out the way it is? Yes, I am. But this is just a first down. And that means that we got a lot of ground that we still have to cover to get to a touchdown. And then we got more ground after that to get to a victory in the game. But for right now, it's a win. For right now, it's a win. I'll take it.